What is good, boys? In this video, I'm going to be telling you how you can improve your self-confidence with this one simple trick, and it is not that difficult, and if you apply it right, it's going to completely change your life. I first implemented this about 3 years ago, and it changed my life 180 from being a shy, introverted kid who couldn't do anything I put my mind to and felt like I constantly failed everything, to someone who pretty much accomplishes every single thing I put my mind to and I say that I'm going to do. So what that is saying that you're going to do something and then actually following through, having consistency and commitment to your word, making your word iron-willed. That is going to be massive. So if you say you're going to pick up a book and read it, you better do that shit. If you say you're going to have a six-pack, I want to see you fucking shredded. If you say you're going to put on some muscle, you better get that shit done. No matter what it is that you say you're going to do, you find a way to make that shit happen. So what I want you to do is I want you to write a list. Sit down and think about all the things that you could either cut out of your life that's like a vice, or something that you could implement into your life that's going to actually better it. So now you're removing some of the garbage and implementing better things. So you have two things that you're going to be staying consistent on with your words. So you're going to put down, for example, I will not jerk off, right? I will not eat junk food. I will stick to a healthy diet. I will meditate. I will read books. I will read a chapter a day. I will do 3 to 5 things that I'm grateful for every morning in my journal. Whatever it is, right? But you have a couple different things that now you've written down. So these are the things that you've committed to. These are your word. This is going to change your life. If you stay consistent to this and you start proving to yourself that you can do these things, it's going to be extremely powerful. And the two most difficult ones, I would say, are going to be the sexual energy and diet. So controlling your sexual energy as well as controlling your eating impulses. I would say those are the two hardest things. That's the baseline level of human survival is eating and fucking. If you can ascend above those two things, you have a very strong commitment to your word. So you can start building it with the little things though. Like other things that I personally do every single day, at least when I'm in a cold area, is take ice baths. I'm in Sweden right now. It's starting to be September and it is starting to get cold in the water. It's the ocean over here. It's the Baltic Sea up north. So this ocean gets cold. So I hop in every day for about 10 minutes at night. It's a good way to end the day, to mentally reset, and then I hop in the sauna. So the ice bath is more the mentally challenging part, right? So that's a disciplined act that I do. And I say I'm going to do that shit every night. So I get it done. No matter what the situation is, that's what I do every single night. So learning to build consistency with your words and with your actions and the thoughts that you have is extremely important in having success in the long run. Because if you can't do this with something as basic as diet, ice baths, your sexual energy, and you can't control that to any degree, I mean, I understand if you slip up sometimes and you're going to feel bad about it, but as long as you're good like 95% of the time, that's a massive improvement for most people. So I'm not saying you need to be perfect, and I'm not saying that you can never break on your word, because there's going to be times when you do. You're human in the end of the day. But if you're 98% consistent with your word, you are going to be so far ahead of the competition, it's not even funny. The amount of people who I see say they want to do something and they don't even take action, it just makes me lose all respect for them. And I'm not trying to say this to be harsh, but as someone who is on their shit 98% of the time and trying to improve themselves in every single way, and my days revolve around either self-improvement, learning and growing as a person, or work, and I take very little time at the end of the day to wind down and maybe just watch like a little movie or something, or I split my movies up into multiple days sometimes because that's how little time I have to actually watch it. I cannot have sympathy or empathy for someone who is fat and overweight and isn't even doing anything to improve their situation, but says they want to lose weight. I can't. I just cannot, because there's things that I've had to sacrifice in order to get where I'm at. It may not have been diet, but there's plenty of other things that I've had to do in order to get where I'm at. I've read at this point 100 self-improvement books at least. I don't have an exact count, but it must be 100 non-fiction self-improvement books, and some of those are freaking boring, but some of them are really interesting. So I'm always reading and learning and developing and doing everything I can to become the best version of myself. And these are the things that I say I'm going to do and I follow through with. This is where that true inner confidence comes from, when someone says to me, go up and talk to a girl, I have all this confidence in myself as a man, as a person, that I don't care what some girl says. If she says, get lost, I'm not interested in talking to you. Cool, because I know there's a million other girls who are going to be very interested in me, and whatever her situation is, that has nothing to do with me, right? There could be a million different things going on in her life. She could have just gotten broken up with, she might be in a fight with her boyfriend, whatever the situation, and for why stress about it, right? So my confidence does not come from anything other than the actions that I take and me sticking to my word, building on my accomplishments, and becoming the man that I know I can be. And that's what I encourage every single one of you to do. And that's going to develop unshakable self-confidence. Doing that amongst a couple other things that I talk about on this channel is going to allow you to really start living the life of your dreams. So if you got any value from this video, please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Tell me what you're going to do in the comments to start developing your self-confidence. Telling me what are you going to cut out and what are you going to start implementing. I love to hear it. See you guys in the next one.